All right, everybody, how's it going? Welcome to number 16 in our build series. We are going muscular endurance today. So we're going to be on a 7-minute timer for an AMRAP, and we're going to be hitting up 10 rep sets of lighter weighted exercises. So if you joined me on day 14, we did lower reps and super heavy weight. So today is a fun kind of change up to see how the body feels different. And it's good to do both. So heavy weight and light reps and heavy reps and light weight. So I have a set of 8s, 10s, and 15s for today. Let's warm up. Stand at the back of your mat. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up. Bring one arm over to the side, then the other arm over. And then hinge yourself forward. Grab your elbows with your hands and just let your body kind of bounce up and down. Already here, you can kind of feel discrepancies, at least I can. That left hamstring for whatever reason. So, it's good to check in. And then at the end, when we stretch, you'll also feel if there's any change ups. All right, go into your downward facing dog, pedal out those feet, drive that left heel to the ground, stretch through the hamstring and calf, drag your chest back toward the thigh, and then drop the right heel toward the ground. Let's level off. Between those feet, grab deep into the core, take your right hand, slide it back, and reach toward the outside of your left calf. Left hand back, reach toward the right. Lock into the core. Slide those shoulder blades down. I know I'm always saying slide shoulder blades down, but that really helps displace the work from your traps up in your neck. If you can find that ability to kind of rotate and retract the scapula and the shoulder heads, then you're going to release a lot of tension up in the neck. One more on the right. Drop down into your hands and knees, and we're going to go into a hinge side to side. So drop your hips to the right and then to the left, to the right, and to the left. All right, let's curl those toes under, sit back on the heels. I'm going to tell you what's coming, and then we'll go from there. So we are going to have 7 minutes of 10 each, so it's as many rounds as possible as we can. A split leg V-up. So we'll start on our backs. We're going to push that low back into the ground. One leg's going to come up straight and then the other. So if you need to switch that up, just stay with your head on the ground and you're going to hit your dead bug, 10 each side. After your split leg V-up, we're going to go into a deadlift. I'm just going to be holding my 15-pound weights. Inhale down, exhale up. Make sure you get that full lock of your stance. Heels, hips, shoulders, glutes, glutes, glutes. Focus there. We had our glute focus day a few days ago, and we really targeted the glutes and found ways to recruit them. So if you struggle to get the glutes, go back to that build day and work on it again. Then I'll stick with my 15s, and I'm going to hit up a squat, just a regular good old squat. Sit back into those heels, drive up again through your glutes, and then a locomotive, one leg forward, one leg back, 10 each side, digging into your back. Okay, that is it. Get everything geared up. Make sure what you want is on the ready. Starting with our split leg V-up. Here we go. Push that low back into the ground. I feel like if I can really focus on locking into the core on my drop as I go back to the ground, I can get extra core contraction, extra grab through that abdomen. Burn it just a little deeper. That's what we came for. You want to try to find the toughest way to get where you're going. When you're in a workout, make things just a little more difficult. Flex against what you're doing. Find your own self-resistance. One more each side. All right, coming up, we have those deadlifts, squats, and locomotives. Toes straight ahead, shoulders back and down. If you struggle with your low back hurting with your deadlifts, try widening your feet. Focus on grabbing through the core. So almost feel like you're hitting a sit-up as you hinge down. Grip into the heels and use those glutes to lift. 8, 9, 10. All right. Toes straight ahead. Sit back on those heels. Feel like your hips are driving back. 9, 10, and then our locomotive. 2, 3, 4. Lengthen your back. Make sure that you're bent forward pretty deep for that one. All right, we have 4:52 to go. 1. Scoot the belly to drive that low back into the ground. 7, reach for the toe. Try to swing your arms as little as possible. 9, and 10. Whew. All right, back to your deadlifts. Lock deep into that core. Think about your chest dropping first. 7, 9, 10. Squats. 4, lift that chest up. Stick your hips back. Lock into that core. 9, 10. Push your other leg forward for your locomotive. Hinge down. 8, 9, 10. Whew. Feeling good. Use the core both directions of the move. Here's 7. Tuck your chin in. So the more that you can kind of tuck your chin, the less tension you'll have on your neck. 9 and 10. Deadlifts. 2 minutes, 3 seconds to go. See if you can feel the difference in the muscle, in the legs, in this, your deadlift, as compared to where we're going next, your squat. Get those hip flexors open at the top. Really stack the body. 9, 10. Back to our squats. Feel your heels screw into the ground. Your knees are pulling wide with the toes. 9, 10. Hit your locomotive. 8, 9, 10. Use a little momentum there. Little bitty twist. Not mid-back. Side to side. Keeping your hips level. 2. What is this one for? Abs and core, so focus there. Try your best to keep it out of the hip flexors. 6, 7, 8, 9. Build that resistance. Make the abs have to work. 10. And we made it. Whew, all right. Little bitty stretch. We have a minute and move on. We're going to do a lunge and a curl. So with those, I'm going to have us curl. I'm going to use my 10s for this set. One side. So hold your weight on the same side leg, but then curl the inner side. Unless you want to curl both, I'm going to save my biceps a little bit. As you know, I have to be careful of my elbows, so I'm not going to overdo it there. We're going to do an overhead press. If you don't go overhead, do an upright row. You're going to do a back fly. Elbows come up, squeeze together, and then we're going to do a jump squat. If you don't jump, then just keep both feet on the ground and squat. All right, here we go. Lunge and curl. 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Squeeze your elbow in, nice and tight. Focus on pushing off your front heel. Where's the core? Don't forget. See how much flexion you can keep in that front leg. 9, 10. Also, in your back. Keep those shoulder blades pinched together to help lift the chest. 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Overhead press. 3, 4. Use your back. Lock into the core. 9, 10. Just because the weights are lighter doesn't mean that we shouldn't find deeper flexion still. Make sure your back is flat. 5. Lock into that belly. Set up the pelvis so it's lined up with your shoulders, neutral to the shoulders. Here's 10. 10 jump squats. Lock that core. 8, 9, 10. Back to our curl and lunge. Don't get sloppy. Just because we're lighter and moving faster. How would you have to flex in if we were moving heavy weight? Square off your hips. So pull your front hip back, your back hip forward. 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4. Lock the core. Be in charge of your pelvis. 9, 10. Keep the body still as you fly. 5. Dig into the back. 8, 9, 10. Nine, 10. All right, bring it back. Lunge and curl. Line your knee and toe. 4, check your elbow. Keep it right under the shoulder. 8, push through the front heel. Find your glute. 5, 6, dig into those legs. 8, 9, 10. Overhead press or upright row. 2, 3, 4. Pull that belly button back. 10. Hinge forward. Pinch those shoulder blades. Keep the integrity of the spine. Shouldn't change much. 9, 10. Spine shouldn't change much from where it is when you're standing with good posture. 10. All right, 2 minutes to go. On the dot. Lunge and curl. Scan the body. Where can you flex a little more? How's posture? 9, 10. Check in that front hip. Bend it a lot. Lots of hip hinge there. Big crease. 7, 8. Level those hips. 10. 1, 2, 4. Open the elbows wide. 7, 8. Strong wrists. 10. So watch your wrists. I do see a lot of times they bend back. 8, 9, 10. Everything makes a difference. Lunge and curl. Phew. We might split this one up. We only have 20 seconds left. Okay, switch. Other leg. Finish even. Elbow tucks in. Time. Whee! Whew. All right, we're gonna have a lateral lunge, an overhead tricep, a side raise, and a wiper plank. Our lunge, we're only gonna go 5 each side. So you'll grab a weight. I'll use my 15 for that. Slide over, step back. If you prefer to stay set, that's fine. Straight leg has to stay straight. Then overhead, tricep extensions, elbows squeeze in tight, core sets in. If you don't go overhead, hit kickbacks, wiper plank. If you don't do a plank, stay on your hands and knees and do the same movement, but just from your knee. All right, here we go. 5. Sit your hips back. 3. Wire in through that leg. 1. Sit it down. Your bent knee needs to line up with the toes. 4. Tall chest. 5. Squeeze your elbows in. Engage the back for support. 8, 9, 10. I didn't show you your side raise. So sorry. Getting caught up in my timing. Okay, elbows 90-degree angle. Open away. 1, 2. It's for your shoulders. 4. Once you get your range set, that angle in your elbow, you stay there. 9 and 10. On the next one, I'll show you something that I see happen quite a bit that'll make it so you lose the intensity. 3, 4. Drop from elbow to elbow. 8, as always, grab that core first, then get the movement. 2, 3. Have the foot come with the knee, not stay left behind. 8, 9, 10. Lateral lunge, 5 minutes to go. Feeling good? 3, 5. 1. Sit deep. 4, 5. All right, squeeze those elbows in. That's it. 3, 4, tighten into those triceps. 8, relax in the neck. 10. Okay, that side raise, I see this happen a lot. So the elbows come out, but the wrists stay in. So set your 90-degree, and then the hands come wide with the elbows. 5, 7, 8, 9. I think those shoulders. Remember everything that happened a few days ago. Whee! 1, 2. Feel that oblique grab, pull across. 5, stay strong under that rib cage. 8, 9, 10. Side lunges. 1, 2, 3 minutes to go. 5. Sit low. Find your rhythm. Sit back. 4, target your glute and hamstring on the pushing side. I don't know if I'm switching my feet. So I'm going to split stance for this. If you want to go set, that's fine. But keep those hips neutral with that core locked. 8, 9, 10. Whee, get that range. 1, 3. Feel like your elbows are getting pulled away from your shoulders. Check in with that belly. Check in with your back. Support with that pinch between shoulder blades. 10. You're getting a lot of rounds in this one. I love it. 3, 4, 9, 10. Tighten the belly first. Don't just rely on the move to get you burning. 9, 10. 110 to go. Come on. Grit into it. Create more resistance. How is that back? Keep it tall and neutral. Where are those elbows? 7, 8, 10. Keep your body stacked. 8, 9, 10. Well done. All right. Nicely done. Nicely done. I hope you built a little sweat. Heart rate. Plant your elbows on those knees. Push your chest forward. This feels good. Sometimes you get a nice little back pop. And then drive your hips up and round your back. Let your arms drop forward, but round. So tuck that belly up. Okay, lie on your back. We're going to get our hamstring and twist from our back, and then we'll flip over for our pigeon. Relax through that left hip. Drop it into the ground. Relax between ears and shoulders. Remember, your foot might not be this high. Maybe forward a little bit. If you have that strap or towel handy that we used day 15, yeah, grab that. We are officially a quarter of the way through. It's been fun start. Okay, extend your right leg long, bend your left knee, and then push it to the right with your right hand and extend your left arm out onto the ground. See if you can get the back of your left shoulder onto the ground and the palm onto the ground. All right, rotate back to center and lift your right leg up. Interlace your hands behind your thigh or your calf, or use your strap. Take a second, think back over. How do you feel? What was tough? What wasn't? What do you need to do different next time? Relax through that hamstring. Try to drop your hip into the ground. Extend your left leg long. Tuck your right knee in. All right, push that left knee over to the left, extend your right arm out. I know that I don't really repeat exercises. I like to keep things different and changing up, but obviously we do a lot of the same moves. So just try to keep in mind and keep track of your progressions and how things change and what you feel. And remember that not every workout is going to be the bomb. We have rough days and we have fantastic days. All right, rock and roll your way up. Before we flip over, let's take a quick butterfly stretch. Reach over those legs with your body. How are you doing here? We did this butterfly stretch as our repeating stretch a few series ago. Hopefully you have started integrating a few extra stretch sessions throughout your day. Bring your right leg forward. Tuck your back hip under. So let's get that hip flexor. Hinge forward just a bit. Take your left arm up. Reach over. Ooh, nice long line of stretch. Take your left hand outside your right leg and see if you can grab your left foot with your right hand. Maybe lean forward a little more. If you tuck your hips under a little more, you'll get your quad. Good job. Okay, let's get that pigeon. Drop your outside of your shin onto the ground. Walk your back knee back. Keep track of those hips. If you can settle all the way down, great. Either way, just get to the point you feel a good stretch, but you need to keep those hips and your low back stable, square to the ground. Okay, push into your hands and drive your knee back up. Other side. Tuck your hips under on that right side. Feel that hip flexor and then reach your right arm over. Keep track of your core. We don't want to overarch the low back. So you're sliding the hips forward, but you're not arching the back. Okay, plant your right hand outside your left thigh. See if you can grab your right foot with your left hand. Push those hips forward still. All right, release, and we'll cross our left foot to the right side of the mat. Lower onto the outside of your shin, your calf. Walk your right knee back. Flex that front foot. Level off those hips. Kind of take a little extra effort to pull that back hip down. Even rotating in your shoulder and the side to the ground will help. Deep breaths in and out. Thank you all, as always, so much for joining me. Remember, this is a lifelong process. It'll take little twists and turns and changes throughout its life. Our physical, active lives change just like a lot of other things in our lives, but make sure that you always are doing something active, something for your body, something to connect with the body, put you in your body. But just continue to make those small habit changes, behavior changes that you consistently stick with over time, and you're going to be feeling awesome. All right, see you next time.